Very good evening once again, and welcome to this webinar on exploring Topmate. I have only 4 slides before we go into the tool. So let me start with a disclaimer that I have no connection with Topmate. I'm not an employee of Topmate, nor Topmate has paid me to do this session. And this is purely voluntarily, and I'm going to share what I know about Topmate while using it. Yes, I may get some referral bonus if you use my referral link to set up your Topmate account. But again, that is not mandatory or that is not a big thing. I'm still exploring the Topmate tool. So I may not be able to answer like advanced topics out of that, but I can assure you, and I would also request our focus should be how to start with this tool. So any tool starting is critical, and the very basic minimum features we should be able to deal with that. We should be able to configure with that. So I assure you that I will ensure you get that much knowledge which will help you take it to that stage. Before I start the topic, especially, I don't know if other than Rakesh, if anybody else has joined who doesn't know me. So I see, okay, Allah has joined, but again, for welcome Allah. Maybe we are also meeting after a long time. So maybe you can also, after a long time, yeah. So for you also, like, what am I doing today, or what is my current profile? Just an update. While I have a full name, you people can call me Raj. I'm a life and leadership coach. I have more than 2.5 decades of corporate experience or industry experience. I've personally, individually coached and mentored 350 plus people by now. I'm an ICF-SCC certified coach. I'm in my journey for the PCC certification. I'm an ambassador for ICF Bangalore Charter Chapter. And today, whatever you are seeing me is an outcome of my experience from this different organization, and more importantly, people with whom I have worked. So all of my learnings, all that you see is coming from those interactions. So credit to those individuals with whom I have worked, and some of you are already here in this call. More, if you are not connected in LinkedIn, we can know more about me through LinkedIn. And one slide on this, my company, the Gardeners Hub, which I founded 1 year before, focusing on helping clients in their personal and professional growth. At the same time, also have a vision of like creating a hub of gardeners. When I say gardeners, I'm referring to coaches, mentors. So that is the vision. More details you can check in the website. I want to validate your experience until now with respect to the Topmate, the way like you have joined this session, right? And we have scheduled through Topmate. What is your experience so far? I want to hear from you.
This is in terms of what? I mean, can you be specific?
So this webinar I have scheduled using Topmate. So you are a client of this Topmate tool, and you are like, if I have to say I'm a coach and you are a client, or I'm a presenter and you are an audience, what was your experience coming to this place? So was it a very smooth journey for you? It was very user friendly. You liked something, you didn't like something while you are trying to register. Was the registration process very easy?
It was all right. I mean, it was quite smooth. The only thing when I joined, obviously, I mean, more used to Zoom. So I little bit found, because in terms of my background in Zoom, it is automatically, my background is fixed, but here it was not fixed. So I had to search for the option to blur it. right? So I blurred my background because
Perfect.
at present I did not have anything to do. I said, let me at least blur, because in Zoom platform I already have a predefined background for me
Perfect.
by default.
Yeah.
But if you see, that is a very minimal issue. I mean, I don't say it's an issue. I am saying it was a new experience for me.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
And
Otherwise,
maybe from this point we can explore whether, like, you are more comfortable with Zoom. So is there an option where Topmate can enable us to configure Zoom? So we'll have park this question.
So I'm not saying that I'm comfortable with Zoom. I'm saying because I had been on Zoom
Okay.
most of the time.
Okay.
So
Fine.
it was little different only in terms of, first I saw my background. I said, then I realized, it's a different platform.
Okay.
So
Fine.
my platform is not by default. I have to do something. So quickly I look into what I can do.
Okay.
So I saw that option and I brought it. Nothing else.
Okay. Fair enough. Thanks, Rakesh. Anybody else want to share what are any other experience?
I can share one, especially from a comparison. Of overall, the experience of coming to the Topmate, coming to this session so far was smooth. I could say it's not a difficult one. The only thing I would compare this with Calendly. I was a long time user of Calendly from past 3 or 4 years. So in Calendly, what it does is, as soon as you book a slot, it sends a meeting invitation to both the participant and the organizer. And by default, the organizer would have said yes, accepted. That means that the organizer host has already confirmed, and it sends you a meeting invitation. Whereas here, it sent an email with a link, or you can add this event to the calendar. So I think in the market there are tools which does this. So they don't intrude into the calendar, but allow the people to do. But sometimes people like me, if I forget to add that, then in the last moment I will not see any invitation. So that was the only difference. Otherwise, pretty much smooth. Registration was like very easy, quick step.
Okay. One last, if at all, any experience?
I think I just signed in yesterday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Allah, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't raise my hand. I was just saying, experience was the same as Jay mentioned or JP mentioned. I think it's more of a tool. I mean, the calendar was not booked. I need to book it myself. And also, I think mobile app is missing, or maybe I may not have downloaded it. So that's another part, right? But overall, I think I have been on Topmate just for registration. It has been a smooth. Maybe I need to see the next features then.
Okay. Yeah, Dr. Prasanna.
Yeah. Depending on your mail invitation, I just registered it. It was under the mat for so many days I was discussing, but it came on top yesterday night.
Okay.
So it's a Topmate for now. I don't want to be so much of scheduling so many events. That was keeping me away from Topmate, because once I'm by letter and spirit freelancer and want to be available for anybody who just wanted to, because I'm doing a lot of other things also. So that's how I was not looking for any Calendly or Topmate for that matter, because you tend to forget whom you are given the time if you are doing many things.
True.
So let us see how Topmate works. But suddenly from last night, I got 3-4 mails from somebody from Topmate.
Okay.
Explore this, explore that, explore this.
Okay. Good. Okay. So let's deep dive. Yeah. So let's deep dive with the tool, and I will take you with a sequence which I think would be an ideal sequence, and it will start with the profile setup. So I'm sharing my screen, and I will take you to this particular page. Okay. So first thing first, I think normally we ask, okay, whether it's a free tool or it's a paid tool. We have to pay. I think I'll start answering that question before I take you to the nitty-gritty of the tools. So to onboard into this tool, there is zero pricing. Okay. And they have a very simple fundamental value like, okay, we earn only when you earn, which means while you can configure, do all these calls, as long as it is free, you don't have to pay. But if you earn money, then they are going to charge you 7% if you are taking this basic subscription. Plus, there is a transaction fee, another 2-3%. Similarly, if it is premium, then it is 10% plus transaction fees. So these are the two subscription type. But if you are not taking any money from any of your clients, if it is you are doing all pro bono, especially the coaches who start their coaching career, mentoring career, and they conduct more pro bono stuff, I think this is a very good tool for them. Okay, and personally, this has helped me as well. So this is on the pricing. Features and all, you can look at it later once you know what are the different features we have. So let me first show you. So this is a profile of mine. And I think the first step in any of this tool is configuring our profile. So how do you do that? So once you register, you can use your Google account to connect to this tool. And once you log in, you have this view. And we'll get into this. And this is my personal profile, real time. So I'm going to be transparent enough on what all information I have. So I'm not going to hide anything so that you get the maximum information. So like any other application, any other tool you start, you put in your basic information. You can look for your user ID, how you want to be looked at, and then your details, your intro about yourself. So whatever is appearing here is coming out from this particular text. Now this one I'm seeing new. So you can, if you have a website, you can, I think this will help you generate a code which you can plug into your website as well. So people can connect to your Topmate account from your website. And if you have some branding colors and all, you can use this. So if you see, I put in green, so this background is marked as green. So you can edit this. And then, so this services order, so these are the different, I would say, service that I have called out in this service link. And how do you want to display? So if you go here, if you see here, these are the services that I'm referring to. So this will go away after today. So until the time is over here. But until then, it will appear. Now, which service you want to appear on the top? That is what you try to arrange here. And you can drag and drop to reorder. And then you can add your multiple social links. And if you come here, I think I saw somewhere. Okay, so this LinkedIn picture, this icon, this will take to my LinkedIn profile. Okay, so this is a very basic stuff. Any quick questions on the profile? I think it is very simple.
Raju, just one quick question. In the description about your profile, I saw that you put that yellow color, some kind of a formatting. So does it allow formatted information to go there, or you did some magic to get that?
So thanks to ChatGPT, I created that and I just copy pasted here. So it allowed that.
Okay. Maybe I'm assuming then if you paste something from Word, for example, formatted, ideally it should allow. I can export it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. And then, so while this is the profile, an account, your email address, your mobile number, password, and how do you want to get notification when someone books, whether it is only through email or both email and WhatsApp. So this is something that you can also get it. So by the way, each one of you would have got WhatsApp messages from Topmate. Am I correct in this statement? When you booked or reminders, did anyone get any WhatsApp message?
Yeah, Topmate, WhatsApp, quick email and with a link to join.
Yeah. So I also, like, every time someone books, like when you booked, I get a WhatsApp message as well as an email that, okay, someone has booked for this particular session. So I see this notification is really beautiful as such. Okay, so this is about the profile. So I'll move to the next is the service. So once I have my profile set, I need to display these services. So now how do I do these services? Now in the services, there are two parts. One is the actual service, and then second is the calendar. Like suppose if you want to say, I'll take you here, and if someone has to book for a discovery call, then someone has to select a time slot for it. Now, this is the calendar element. So without this, you cannot schedule a service. So the first thing that you have to do is schedule or like create your calendar. Now, how do you do that? So let me take you to the calendar. Now, these are again some standard configurations. Time zone. What is your time zone? How do you want your customers to reschedule the call? So if you click on this, they have to request, and the minimum notice before rescheduling a call, you can set it up. So 24 hours, 8 hours, 30 minutes, anytime, or directly reschedule. So these are certain policies. I have never used this. It is either there or it is not there. So, but there is a configuration for rescheduling, and the policy is like, okay, suppose you have someone has scheduled a one-on-one call with you. So I would expect that person, if that person has to reschedule, at least give me 1 day notice. Should not reschedule 30 minutes before, because I plan my day accordingly. So you can restrict your configuration with respect to reschedule policy here. Booking period. This booking period means when I go out here, how long my calendar would be visible to the client. So I have set it that until 3 weeks, my calendar should be available for my clients to schedule it. So this is booking period. So you can have 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, depending on like how often you want to keep track, how much in advance you are clear about your own schedule. So based on that, you can schedule this booking period. Notice period. Now when I have to schedule, if someone has to schedule a one-on-one with me, that person can schedule right now for an availability for 9 p.m. tonight. So which will be like a 1 hour notice. Or I want some more time before someone can schedule. So what I have put in is 2 days notice period. You can select days, minutes, hours, weeks before which someone can schedule something. So when I said 2 days, so if you go here, the first available date, so today is 21. So 22nd, 23rd, it is not showing because I have said this as 2 days notice period. Even though my calendars, even if it is not blocked, I still need 2 days. So again, it is up to you how you want to configure. Now, the meeting tools, you can have Zoom Pro, you can use Google Meet, you can have some other link. Now, what I have done is, I have a Google Meet subscription, so I am using this Google Meet. So if you have this premium, if you are taking this premium subscription, then this Zoom is available for you. I am in the premium subscription, but I'm not using Zoom because I'm more comfortable with this Google Meet. Reason 1. Reason 2, now that I have done the recording, it is in my Google Drive. I have Zoom Pro charges money for recording. If a client wants a recording, they have to pay. If I need a recording, I'm not sure, but I'm sure they would charge something. So I have linked the meeting or collaboration tool to Google Meet, and I have connected my calendar and account here. Any questions on this?
Raj, I'm assuming that if you have a personal Zoom account, that can go into that third link, personal meeting link.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
I think so, yes. Because if you see here and then you put your personal
Yes.
meeting here.
Yeah.
Okay. So while these are some of the tool related configuration, now your availability. You have to, so there is a default availability page where you can say, okay, when or what are the time that can be visible out here. Okay. So you can say, okay, on Monday, 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., Tuesday, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. So these are my availabilities for the different days. Sunday, no calls. So I have just marked it as not selected. Now, if you want two different slots, so, okay. If you want two different slots, you can mark like this as, okay, 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. So like this, you can have multiple slots in a particular day. The other thing that I want to also share with you, like suppose you are not available on a particular day. So you can add this. So for example, I want to block this 24th of August because I just got a invite for evening dinner. So I have just added it so that now when I refresh this particular booking, that 24th is gone. So I can add my unavailability. Now, my personal experience, there is a challenge. Either you are there on a particular day or you are not there. So that is a request I saw many people have put in to Topmate to add that feature that, so I should be able to block only my evening, not the whole day. So that is a challenge that I have, and I saw many people who have requested. There is a page where you can request for new features.
So Raj, for this point, in Calendly, what they have is something called override. So by default, you will have certain slots on a particular day, like a Monday or a Thursday. And if you want to override on that particular day, you can go and reset the timing, different timings you are available and when you are not available. So that overriding facility is not there, what you're saying.
Correct. And no, I'm also talking about partial availability.
Yeah, so overriding basically essentially gives you a different configuration for this Monday alone. So that means you can have different slots. I think the partial thing is not there. I think here it's either full day 1 or 0. There is no in between.
Correct.
Okay.
Got you. So the other thing that you can also see, there are like different calendars out here. Okay. So because I work for an organization, I am available for a particular day and a particular time for this particular organization. I can create a separate calendar, and I can, when I'm creating my services only for this particular organization's employees, when I'm creating the service, I will link to this particular calendar. Whereas my default calendar, you'll see everything is in the evening, mostly on the weekdays. So if I have to open up my calendar for public, I can use this calendar. And if I want to open up my service to a particular organization or a particular group or a particular nature of engagement, then I can use another calendar. So you can click on this new schedule and you can create multiple such calendar. Where to use, I will show you when you are creating the service. Is this clear? Yes, would also help. Are we good to proceed?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we have set up our calendar, you can set up different kind of services. One is one-on-one call, webinar, priority messaging, digital product package. I have primarily explored one-on-one and webinar. I have not expressed nor explored all of this. Now, if you have to add a service, then you decide, okay, what type of service you want, whether it's a one-on-one, webinar, or so. I'll just create a test one-on-one and then say, okay, the duration is 30 minutes. And I can put some amount here if you want to make it, like if you want to monetize from that service. Now it gives you, so while this has created a service, now it gives you all other fields to configure. So I'm just putting test one. Now they also have AI enabled, so you can write the description. Duration is here. Now, whether you want to make it a paid one or a pro bono or a free service, you can configure here. So now here, if you see, if you're making a range or something like some value, you say allow customers to pay what they want. Then so it is up to the person who is registering. So you can select this and say, okay, it is this fixed amount, and it can be 0 as well. Or if you are putting this and you're putting a range, minimum amount 0, suggested amount is 200, you can also configure it to 100 as well, or depending on what your service is. Now, when you're setting up, I think when you registered, I had put in a question, what is your expectation? So you can also add in some questions so that at the time of registration, you can collect some information. Okay, what is the years of, are you sure you are going to use the Topmate tool? I can ask that question here. So and I can mark it as required. And you can also upload. I have not tried this, but there are some options here. I have just used like a simple question to collect some expectations from the nominees or like my participants or clients. Now, you can create this service and you can still hide this service on your profile. So if you see, I have multiple services, but only few services are visible. There are only 4 services. If you see, they're visible. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 services, but I have multiple services. So if you want to hide, so this is an option. Increasing conversation by slashing price. So again, some feature on like pricing, self-session recording. So this is where I was talking about, right? Like if you enable this, Topmate will take 200 rupees. And you can collect this 300 rupees from your client. And the client will get a recording by paying this recording price. So I don't want to bother my clients. So because I'm using this Google Meet, and I say I disable that. So while these are some basic information, advanced, save changes. Now, if you see here, there are some promotions. Like, and this one, when you see this kind of image, it will come in your premium subscription. You'll not get in the basic. So when I'm trying to say book, I will get buy suggestions out here. Okay. So maybe I'll just select something. You see, people also bought this. So there is some promotion that happens when you select this as enable. And what all you want to promote. So these are other services which I have put in, which is visible. So it is saying, okay, are this something that you want to promote when someone is trying to nominate for a particular call or register for a particular call? So I normally try to disable this. So scheduling services, you can, okay. For this particular service, whether this is for my current organization where I'm engaged, whether I want to use that calendar or my default calendar. So this is where that calendar comes into picture. Say, for example, you can create a calendar for your coaching services, and you have decided on Fridays you'll be doing coaching, and you'll take 2 coaching services on all Fridays. So then you can create a calendar for like the coaching, and then when you set up these services, you select that coaching calendar out here. So this is how you link the different calendars to a particular service. And because you are saying like, okay, I am available from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If one call is already scheduled from 9 to 10, do you want another client to give some gap between 2 calls? If the answer is yes, you can select some timing out here. I like this idea because 9 to 10, 10 to 11, if there are back-to-back calls, because you don't have that control which client is going to register or nominate for what time. The other one here on the purchase power parity. So again, this is a premium facility. So this is enabling dynamic power. I think because I have not put any amount, I think that is why it is not allowing to enable. So you can enable that. And you can click on this learn more to find out what each of this feature is. So Europe will be charged $60 and some. So they have some calculation. So you can take a look. And for this particular service, when someone registers, we should include one welcome email. If you want, we can put that. Some prerequisites if you want to set, then we can put that as a communication note here. So when someone registers, along with the confirmation, they will get this message as well. Any questions on this?
Just one question on the last point. That you just mentioned that custom message, right? So whatever message we got from WhatsApp for call, is it coming from here or?
No. So those are default messages. Okay.
Okay.
You remember I dropped an email to each one of you separately. I could have done that here.
Okay.
Right. But you would have got that. You would get that email. So when you register, you got a confirmation email, right?
Correct.
So in that confirmation email, this communication will get added.
Okay, it will get added. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here it says include a custom booking confirmation message. So when I'm deselecting it, you are getting a standard message from Topmate.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, so thank you. Or if you want to try Topmate, you can log into this and do something. So all those prerequisite messages can come out here.
Okay.
Any other question?
Yeah, that's what Raj. I was asking the same thing about getting automated messages or email when the webinar or the call is scheduled. Are they getting a reminder with a particular interval, or that also can be set?
Okay. So I knew this would be a question. See, as an organizer, I get this kind of email when someone registers. Okay. You have got a call request. Right? And let me, so this is coach. So yesterday for this session purpose, what I did was like I registered one of my email ID and I got this message. And this is where the custom communication can get added. So this is what when you are booking, you'll get this email. Now post to that 24 hours before I got this message. And you would have also got a 30 minutes prior.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of reminders Topmate gives. I don't have to do anything. No configuration I have done. It is automated. And what I also understand, it is not only in email, because people are so used to WhatsApp now, even if you're not checking, it also drops a message in your WhatsApp. And one more thing is, suppose you have created this service and you want to publish in LinkedIn. Okay, so maybe we don't have enough data, so that's why it is okay. Still, it created. You might have seen like people giving this kind of, even I have also posted in LinkedIn this image. So this Topmate helps you create this image. So I'll take you to one place, maybe webinar. I will just say this service, I will go, I'll say share. Now, if I say share, see, this is an image which is getting created. I can share that as it is. I can download this and I can, if you click here, share, you see, if LinkedIn is connected here, you have already given LinkedIn profile here, right? If you just say share in LinkedIn, it is integrated. And you have option to edit this message. Such beautiful tool. We don't have to do anything. You can, if you have linked Twitter, because I have not given Twitter and Instagram link, it cannot do that, but LinkedIn, it can do it.
Raj, I have one quick question. Can we change the image, for example, add our own image?
Yeah, not through this. Not through this.
Okay. So this is just giving us for usage.
Correct. Someone wants to just use the service that they are providing, don't want to create any stuff, they can just simply use it. Okay. So if you see here, this is public, this is hidden. So now I will make it, I will delete this service. And if you see here, this is hidden, some are public. So discovery call you saw. So this is how you can make things public. Now webinar. So if I just select this, if you see here, 81 people viewed this particular webinar. I got 14 bookings. So these are some of the information that you can see. Okay, how many people came to this page and how many people actually booked it. So these are some analytics. And there are some templates. Okay, no, I don't know that. So services done, hidden public. Now booking. Now, if you see here, I'll go to bookings, webinar. Dr. Prasad, I'll come back on the bank account and payment in some time. So if you see here, these are the registrations that I have for this particular session. When I click on this, I can use the start webinar to start the webinar, and I can send message all using this tool. I can download. If I click on this, it downloads this data. And I get that Excel sheet with me. I get the details about. So this is another good thing that this provides. While you can download the Excel data, I have not seen for one-on-one calls. It is one-on-one, so I don't think like there was any download options for me. So this is something that I have seen. So now that you have set up your profile, you have set up your services based on your calendar availability, and you got some bookings, and the bookings may need some payments. And this is where this payment page comes in. My things are open black and white for you to see. So this is your bank account details, which you connect. It can be a savings, it can be a current account, closer conversation, pro bono coaching conversation, which is 0. And I also have coaching conversation, which is paid. So this is public. So wherever I'm doing a pro bono, I share this link. So simply I will share this link, copy this link, and I send them an email. So even though it is hidden, they will still be able to go and just use this link to schedule it based on the calendar that I have.
So it is given free, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think there was some place where there was a configuration. Okay, if I see that, I will tell you that, okay, you can take in different currencies as well. So you just enable, and depending on the location of the people who are logging in, I think they enable that like a local currency, and the conversation these people take care. So you don't have to worry about that. So this is what I saw somewhere. It is there. One more thing, you can see this analytics, which talks about the different earnings, the booking.
I think
Yeah.
No, actually, I've done it through system also. I've raised my hand.
Okay, sorry, I can't see when I'm sharing the screen. Yeah.
Not a problem. So, see, there was one thing that once you get registered with Topmate, does Topmate team come forward to support you, facilitate, or it is like, for example, you have explained us, that's fine, but again, when you go yourself and you try to do, but obviously by doing it, by learning it, by practice, you will understand all the features, right? My question was that when you first time log in and you registered with Topmate, does their team come forward to support you to have a smooth functioning, going forward? Number one. So that was one question. Other question I have, but I think first question is that.
Yeah. So I see this support, help center, reach out to community, request a feature, something you want, right? So all of these are here. I have not tried it.
Or is it do it yourself kind of a concept?
Yeah. See, I'll just give you an example. Okay. So there is a marketing and we want to do some email campaign. Okay. So
No, I'm not saying from that point of view. Same thing I have simply registered, right? Now you have explained things. This is how you create your profile, your page, your services. How do you schedule all those things? By your learning, you have explained. I'm saying, let us say you were not there. Let's say I decided of my own to, I heard from somebody, Topmate, and I tried. I'm saying that point of time somebody registers, right? So do you get? So I'll tell you.
I understand. Okay, I got it. I got what you are saying. See, I have not used that service, but I see there is a link out here for support. That is all I can say right now.
So you did yourself, you
everything,
and then okay.
Yeah.
Raj, I can share my fresh experience because before this call, just 1 or 2 days before, I configured my profile. And Rakesh, for your information, as soon as I did that, I got a couple of welcome emails from the co-founders. And in those emails, first email was like a generic email welcoming, and then it had some link called, do you want to get started? Some links. And then I got another email which asked me, hey, JP, I observed that you created a few services you have not yet published. Do you need some help? And by the way, here is how you do. So whatever Raj explained, there are customized video links which they keep automating through email. But no one comes personally to basically tell you can call me.
So I was about to add that. Actually, as you said, I also did this thing during the day. I just said, let me just check because, but and as you rightly said, I got 3-4 mails, within a span of an interval of 1 hour. But I did not do anything intentionally because I knew that I'm going to attend this webinar today. I said, yes, I'll do whatever I want to do, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. Number two, in terms of payment, obviously one can link the account as you, what I was trying to say, it means when customer is availing the service, So let's say customer knows I will have to pay 10,000 rupees for this particular call. So it means Topmate will share the information with the client, or payment will go to Topmate and then Topmate will transfer it to your account, or it is kind of a points which will be visible in your dashboard, and then whenever you want, it will be transferred to your account. What my point? What I'm asking?
Yes. So when the I think you'll only get the payment after the event is completed. You won't get the payment.
So who will get the payment? I think it is Topmate will get the payment.
Topmate will get the payment. So you will see the money out here, and once the event is over, it will come to this withdraw. So this balance will increase, and you can click on withdraw and just say confirm withdraw. So then this will come to your account, what you have selected.
Okay.
So it will sit in this payment, and it is no points, it is pure money.
Yeah, I understand. So I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
Number two, I'm assuming Topmate, I mean, I have nothing to do that, but again, trying to understand it. It means Topmate must be taking 100% advance from the client before going ahead with the call.
Yes. Because see, whatever money you are like putting here, right? See, this discovery call, it is free for me. But this too, I have put in a price there. So this will be paid while at the time of registration. Without that, you cannot register.
Yeah, so let's say I'm trying to take your service. Let me put it like this. So I've seen on Topmate, I want to take service of yours. So obviously I will go through Topmate only. So when I say I want to have one coaching session, which costs me 1,000 rupees. So obviously you're saying when I want to schedule the call and register, I will have to pay 1,000 rupees, or obviously Topmate will provide me the link for payment, right?
If you see here, this is how you pay. So this is selected 1,000. You can select 1,000. The money gets visible here, and then you can confirm and pay. It takes to the payment gateway.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are 1 minute to close this call. Maybe if you allow, maybe I'll take another 5 minutes to close it. Is it fine?
So if they pay in advance and if you don't conduct the session, then what will happen to that money?
See, I don't know. I have not experienced that. Because,
matter of integrity, then I can't say if you ask me.
Yeah. So
Topmate will not pay you. It is with Topmate only.
Yeah. See, I will tell you, I have a scenario when someone booked a discovery call by paying 1,000 rupees, and that person did not join. And then because I have the email ID and the contact number, I gave back 1,000 rupees. Even though that person had paid through this Topmate had actually given me 800 rupees. Okay. So I have not explored that, honestly.
20%.
Yeah. Okay. So testimonials is one area which you'd see also interesting, because if you see here on this profile, so there are some testimonials coming here, and when you try to even book, you'll find some testimonials appearing here. So this is what, so after this session, again, Topmate will send you one email to provide testimonials on this particular service. So all the testimonials will come here, and it will also appear on the your Topmate account. And you can also see, okay, make a mark anonymous, pin on profile, or you delete. So these are the options that you have with respect to the testimonials. The last thing that I wanted to show you is you can connect it to the LinkedIn. So if you see here, book an appointment, you can, when I click on this, it takes, I have connected that to my Topmate account. I have integrated that. And how you can do this? I don't know whether it is for premium subscription or if it is for everyone. You have this custom button, edit custom button, and you can put in, okay, I think this is a premium. I think you can still put a link and then put this stuff if you're not a premium custom button. So I've used this, and I've connected this URL to here. So this is how I have linked. And another thing that I also wanted to show you, these guys, they send you some good, cool mails. Okay, you are stoked at top 1% club. You would have seen such certain like images in LinkedIn. So you just click on this, celebrate this moment. The tool will create nice, cool like post, and you can simply post it in the LinkedIn.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time and for this session. I think I appreciate that. And definitely I'll be in connection with you on one-to-one basis for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from my side, that's it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Topmate will pay.
No,
you.
you can,
okay. Thank you for that. So feel free. What I will do is I will create another service 30 minutes link to help you set up the Topmate if you want, and you can use that to schedule a call with me where we can go through and see whether you have set up the Topmate account, what further fine tuning can be done.